Good morning, everybody. This is the Morning Mayhem Show. Yes, it is. Let me make sure my mic is not turned up way too effing loud. All right. How's everybody this morning? Man, what a crazy morning. I didn't have internet until about 30 minutes ago. So I was going to go live, connecting all these things to my phone's hotspot. So I was doing like tests, bandwidth tests, how fast it would be, latency, had to do all that. And I was doing all that. And in the middle of that, everything just went lit up and I had internet again. And I I sent a text to my wife, like I gave you the money for the I called it the cable bill. And she's like, cable? What? I still call it the cable bill. But the internet. And she's like, what do you mean cable bill? I'm just old, man. I grew up with cable. And really, cable was just at the end. But anyway, how's everyone doing this morning? I am Casper, and this is the Morning Mayhem Show. I'm going to just say hi to everybody. Maybe I'll wait for a few more people to come in. Tommy won't be joining us again. He's just taking a break. He just needs a breather. He's the hardest working man on YouTube. And he's just taking a break. That's really all I know, guys. I don't live in Arizona. I live in the big sky country of Montana, and originally from Los Angeles. And so I can't go see him or anything like that and make sure he's okay. But we texted this morning. He seems okay. He's got a couple little stressors, but I think he's working on it and trying to figure it out. Having said all that, the Mayhem Show will stay alive. We are going to be here every morning. I take my daughter to school. I come back. I look for a couple funny things to show on the show. And then we have discussion. We will be monitoring this guy from now on. Since he doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore, we will monitor his hearings. Really, 8 out of 10, they're always awesome. And the other 2 of that 10, it's usually like him really helping somebody to get their life back on track. And he does do interviews, so maybe one day I will get him on for an interview. I do have a big legal channel called Legal Livewire, and he can see that I do showcase him, and we maybe get him on the Mayhem Show for an interview. That would be mind-blowing, right? Be mind-blowing. So because he's an awesome judge. All right, off to the chat. Good morning, Lacey Silver. Thanks. I seen you were in here kind of early. That's awesome. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It's the hump day. Heather Rhodes, good morning. You're always here first or second too. I appreciate you guys so much for checking in, and I really appreciate that. Tan Louie, how's it going? Good morning, or good afternoon, rather. I always forget you're in the afternoon time zone. Good morning, Amy. Good morning. Is that Janine? Good morning, Janine. How are you doing today? I don't ever remember saying your name on the morning roll call, but welcome to the show. If this is your first time, I'm just half of the show. The other half is taking a break. Good morning, Josie K. And I appreciate you guys all encouraging me and keeping me going. I'm a different type of content than Tommy provides. So when we're together, I think it meshes good. Some people might say, oh no, Tommy is, that I'm lacking in the orating or whatever. I do make up words a lot, but I admit that I'm making up the word. I don't believe it's a real word. But yeah, so anyways, where was I? Good morning, Josie K. Or good afternoon, Josie. How are you doing? You must be in the UK also. Good morning, Robin Bliss. David Clark. How you doing, David? Dinah Creations. Good morning. How are you today? Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. My brother. Hey, John, I say brother all the time. I have a bunch of Samoan friends. And they always say brada. And so I always use brada too. So Caspa brada. They call me Afa Mayori, which is, no, I'm Afatas. Afatas means like a brother, a half brother. Afa Mayori is like a half black brother. So like it's Afatas for white guys, Afa Mayori for African Americans. Okay, where was I? John, good morning, Mother Bird. How are you doing this morning? That wrench looks really good on you. I'm just telling you. Good morning, Ian Wallace. How you doing, Ian, man? It's good to see you this morning. Rosanna Dana. Good morning. Elizabeth S. Good morning, everyone. Fantastic mods. Yes, that we do have fantastic mods. Thank you so much for recognizing. I can't even believe I even have mods, and I'll tell that story here in a minute. Good morning, Motherbird. Yes, ones and prayers for Tommy, please. For all the things that he needs prayer for. I would hope you would just pray that his higher power nurtures whatever is in him to repair whatever's going on in his heart right now. Good morning, Boho Hobo. Did you get my email? Question. Does he use a chainsaw with stilts now? No, he doesn't. Yeah. Too bad we don't have that on film. Good morning, Auntie Monkey Pants. It's a nickname that her niece gave her. Good morning, Sharona. Good morning. How are you doing? Would love to see an interview with the judge. Yes, me too. And like, I'm not just saying that to like, I know I can make that happen. It's just I just have to shoot him an email. Good morning, James Collins, man. James, it's good to see you, brother. I didn't see an email from you. I know you said you were going to send me an email. But I was looking for it. Good morning, Cherry. It's a lovely sunny morning. I don't know where you're at, but you gave the sunshine, so hopefully it is sunny there. It is actually not too bad here. It is 38 degrees and it feels so warm. I'm only wearing this hoodie just because I just got back from dropping off Hazley at kindergarten. Good morning, Heidi. How are you doing this morning? Good morning, Collins, Josie K, David Clark, I said, and going. I love how you guys all say hi to each other, and it's awesome. Good morning, Anne from Massachusetts. Yes, I will. I will always just be myself. I will never try to be Tommy in all the ways. Good morning. Blessed to Crochet. Did I already say good morning to you, Blessed? I must have. I don't feel like that those words came out of my mouth. Good morning, Cripple Creek. Up on Cripple Creek, she left me. Good morning, Eloise. Is this, did you work? Is this the end of your day? Dude, that's awesome, man. This is really the highlight of my day. Like, as soon as the camera goes off and the microphone goes off, I'm happy for a while until I start looking at this and start seeing the bills and the not even the bills. I'm not worried about the bills, but like the people wanting my attention for tattoos and you know, all the things. It just gets me. I start to get stressed out. Then I'm like, oh, I can't wait to be on the Mayhem show. And I think that's about it. Good morning, say. I'm just going to call you Christmas. I don't have my glasses on. Saharo. I'm going to say Saharo. Good morning, Diane Whipperling. I just love the names. Good morning, love, Mama Bear. It's good to see you this morning, Mama Bear. Comments. No, bro, I got my phone number sent to Tommy. I don't do emails. I got my phone number sent to Tommy. I'm a little confused on that comment. Um, but you can always text me or call me. I'll shoot you my number here in a bit. Oh, I can do it in the private chat. Dude, Casper, you are awesome. We already have. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good morning, Sandy Wandy. Good morning, Diane Reese. I hope everyone is well today, Diane. I really do. In all the places, in all of our circles, let's just say like a quick, we can call it prayer. We can call it sending good vibes, sending good, let's just pray that everyone has like a great day today. I don't consider myself like an inspirationalist or, someone who brings who to inspire. Although I've had a few people in my life tell me like, man, you've really inspired me to do this, do that. And I have people that have inspired me to do this or do that. There's no hearing going on right now. So anyway, I'll get back to the good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, Cooler by the Lake. I always think Cooter by the Lake. Whenever Reese says it, Cooter by the Lake, I always think Cooter. I think because she uses the word Cooter. But good morning, Cooler by the Lake. I love that. I love being at the lake fishing and having my cooler right next to me with some. What do I have in the cooler? Not beer. I do have. Well, if I was in Michigan, like in the Saginaw Bay, I would have like some Vernors, things like that. I do drink a lot of Pepsi, though. It's awful. All right, guys. What was I going to talk about? There's a few things I want to talk about today. I don't have any like stories lined up. I don't have any Diddy stuff. I haven't even looked at a Diddy post or anything like that. And since like the weekend when Tommy and I were supposed to talk about something. Anyway, I have no idea what's going on in the Diddyverse, but I do have an idea what's going on in the universe of age gap relationships. I don't know if anyone here is in an age gap relationship. I happen to be in an age gap relationship. There are struggles from that. But there's this show. I guess it got canceled. It's called Age Gap Relationships. And I was watching it and I don't know even how it even came across my, my algorithm, but it sure did. It must be just Big Brother listening to my conversations. Has that ever happened to anybody? Real quick, have you ever been talking with someone? And this happened to me and my brother. We're talking on the phone. He still lives in Hollywood. And we were talking about digital cameras. Like I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. I have a digital camera somewhere around here. Anyway, we were talking about digital cameras, just like the little 4K cameras. And I was like, man, I haven't heard or seen anything about new technology with digital cameras. The only thing I know about is like webcams. And as soon as we got off, I opened up my browser and lo and behold, what do I see? It's all digital cameras. I mean, that fast. And then I was like, whoa, what a trip. And I called him. I was like, dude, I just got a ton of digital camera like ads in my browser. He's like, whoa, that's crazy. And this is a while ago. And I was like, that's crazy, man. So we've tried to test it with other things, just so, to get rid of the coincidence of it all, maybe, possibly. But man, it was nuts. It was super nuts. So we tried, I can't remember what else we tried. I think it was like hot dogs. We wanted to try something obscure, like hot dog restaurants or something. Because of course you're not going to see an ad for like Oscar Mayer wieners on your browser when you come up. Although that would be dope. That would be super cool. Yeah, that'd be so funny. Also, I did do an interview on on a show called Blood on the Razor Wire, and we were just talking about prison gangs and things like that, and my experience with prison gangs, and how I left the prison gang, and how it was hard. It was a big decision, not a big decision for me in my life to be a husband and a father, because I wasn't any of those things then. I was a father, but I was in prison, so I wasn't with my daughters. And I hadn't been in a really long time. But oh, look who's in the thing. It's Mariana Yarbrough. I am going to talk about age gap relationships today. Just want to let you know. And also, I'm going to talk about your podcast here in a bit. So anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? I was talking about hot dogs. Oh yeah. So I did an interview, and it's all about how I dropped out of the gang. And me and the guy kind of got into it a little bit, but it was a good getting into it. Cause he was like, oh man, you checked in there, or like did this or did that. And you have to, there's big decisions you have to make when you do that. First of all, you got to decide, am I going to let these dudes stab me? Because I could die, right? People die every day in prison. That's not over exaggerated statistic or comment. People die every day. They get stabbed for reasons like dropping out of gangs and things like that, to trying to make your life better. Because for real, those dudes don't want to see you succeed. They want you in there with them with all that drama, and it's drama. There's tons of drama. And I don't want to make today's show about prison, even though that is what the channel's about. It's after the bars, after you get out of prison, after you stop drinking. If you want to raise the bar in your life a little higher, this is the place to come for that conversation and for that inspiration. We'll just call it. And I'm sorry if I'm talking and I don't get to your guys' chat, but I will try to get in there and see. Definitely do that if you want me to see it. Definitely leave a big CCCC. And I wish the mods could put put a star and stuff for me to get to. That would be amazing if they could do that. I guess I could hire a mod to have access to the stage. But I would want to pay them to do that. But anyway, and I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I'm sure someone would love to help me out with that. But anyways, I will have a link for that as soon as it comes up. I got to see the preview of it before it was aired, and it might be aired now, but it wasn't yesterday. But he did send me the video so I could watch it. It's pretty good. It was Sunday morning. I hadn't had my coffee yet, and I just knocked it out. So anyway, oh, it is up already. Is that a link to it? Cool. Thank you, Blessed. See what I mean? These mods are insane, man. They're almost like producers of the show. I know when I first met Tommy, I was like, man, you should let me do some things, do an intro, do this, do that, kind of produce the show. And I kind of became his producer. But I have 4 channels. 2 of them are active. The other 2 or 3, maybe, I might be 5 channels. I haven't started creating content because I want these channels to start doing their thing and creating the content that I desire, of showing that everything can be okay no matter how low you get in your life, all of those things, and then have fun along the way doing it. And then eventually I have a channel called Inside the Mind, and that's when I want to talk to people of all race, creeds, and religions about the decisions they've made in their life that either led them to jail or led them to a psych ward, or just the mentality that they were in before those things happened. I really can't wait to start doing that, but I have so much going on in my life, I just really can't get to that. But anyway, back to this show. And we're going to be checking on this guy too. And he's got nothing. So, yeah, back to the show. So there's this show called Age Gap Relationships. And, let me just get it set up. And it's pretty crazy. I just want to
This is 26-year-old model Sarah. She fell in love with Mason, a 54-year-old retired child star turned entrepreneur.
I don't see myself as being in her league. You ended
This
up?
guy was a child star.
The couple have been happily together.
I haven't
for the
looked him
last
up yet.
7 months. But they have faced plenty of criticism along the way.
A lot of people have come out and, like, really? You're with that dude? Like, why?
Now it's getting serious. Will their nearest and dearest accept their love?
What I hope Mason is like?
I haven't seen this.
I'm kind of expecting maybe like a character, you know? Hey, how are you? Oh my God.
So do you think... So I'm curious, do you guys think that this might be like a sugar baby type thing? You know, where she's getting like paid to be a part of, or to be in a relationship with him. I'm sorry, I was thinking about Cash Kelly for a second. That I didn't get a hold of him yesterday or try to. Yeah, I thought it was a he at first glance too. I love it. Good morning, by the way. Yeah. Good morning, Barbara Aldrich. How are you doing today? Good to see you too. Feisty Kitty, good morning. And Chick Cherry Cola, hi all. Anyways, it's not related. Like, let's just not even talk about the way the guy looks, but that has a lot to do with it, right? I mean that for it to be something to talk about. I mean, they put themselves on the internet to be seen. They agreed to it. They know they're an odd couple. It's not, I don't think it would be disrespectful to talk about what's the word? The features that gentleman has. Like, they're not normal features, right? There's something going on with him. It's not me shaming the way he looks, but they put themselves out there to be like, look at the contrast between these two people. Now, me and my wife have the same age gap. It's about 26 years. But when you look at us together, we look pretty normal. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a Beauty and the Beast thing, and I don't say that disrespectfully, but it's more like just, you know, a mature gentleman with well, I want to say not so mature wife, but she's getting better. Just kidding. So when we first met, I was just young enough. Like, I'm still a skater. You know, you guys know me. I talk the way I do. I'm a grandpa. I don't know many grandpas that are like me, or that talk like me, or that react to things like me, or, you know, I'll just say, or like kind of cool like me. You know what I mean? I know I'm kind of a cool guy, and I don't say that with ego, but, you know, you guys tell me so. I'm just agreeing to what you guys tell me, but you can ask my wife. I'm so self-deprecating to the point to where it almost seems like a low self-esteem. And I don't have a low self-esteem. I really don't. My esteem is healthily high. And I know that's healthily. Yeah, that's a word. So anyways, but you know, God puts together who he wants to put together. And I think this relationship might be proof of that. He doesn't give her money. She doesn't accept money. He's not totally rich. He's an ex-child star. Look, I'm from Hollywood. You can ask any of my friends. I know movies, TV shows, and stars. Like, I know it. I can tell you names. I can tell you dates, who was in what it was about. Sometimes even like the production company that filmed it, the studio that distributed it. And I have no idea who this dude is, but he was a child star. So let's watch a little bit more.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
I'm 26 years old.
Hi, I'm Mason. By the time this airs, I'll be 54. You look very pretty.
You look very adorable.
Thank you. There's 28 years difference between the two of us. And, you know, the funny thing is, this is the first relationship
Now that
of
I'm
my
looking
life
at, if you
with
like,
a
look at him
massive
next to
age
me.
discrepancy.
I'll pause
the
it.
last time I dated someone 26.
I kind of look like that dude, right? I'm just now seeing it. Whoa, I mean, my eyes are bigger. He's kind of got beady little eyes, but shit. Girls in their mid-20s are into like guys like us. Now it's not an age gap show. It's a like, I can't believe she's with him show, right? That's what the show should be called. But yeah, I really look like that guy. I think we have the same nose. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't even want to look in the chat because I know you guys are like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. All right. But for a second, I did see myself there. And I'm not saying that for reaction or comment. Like, I really seen myself in that dude. All right.
6 is probably when I was 28.
The couple might not be considered a natural fit, but that hasn't held their romance back.
When I first met Mason, I thought he was the most
let's not talk
adorable
about their
person on the
romance.
planet. I like older men because they're more mature. I just love adorable.
But that
What did
hasn't
she
held
say?
their romance back.
When I first met Mason, I thought he was the most adorable person on the planet. I like older men because they're more mature. I just love the way they look.
Thanks, David.
Like, I actually like gray hair and bald guys. I don't know.
That's funny.
That's what I'm attracted to. Mason and I first communicated through Facebook. I thought he was really intelligent.
I'm not.
Hold on. I'm laughing because of David's comment, and I don't know David's sense of humor or anything, and he could have said that totally straight, but like, if one of my friends if I would have said, "No, I look just like that dude," and they said, "No, you have better hair," that's funny, right? You guys get that, right? I don't even have to explain the joke part of it. Yeah, no, you have better hair than that dude, but yeah, your face looks like that dude. So I took it as like a cool, funny jab, but like in a loving way. Yeah. But I mean, David might not even have meant it that way. But I love you, brother. Yeah, that shit's funny. All right. Daliway. Daliway means like, let's go. It's like it's like Spanish slang for like, let's go. So when you're playing cards and you're telling your partner, hey, go play your card, you say Daliway. So I'm like, Daliway, let's get this thing going.
I'm not going to put myself down. I think I'm a nice guy. I think I'm a fun guy to be with. I think I have a lot to offer. But the truth of the matter is, I don't see myself as being.
See, he's
her
not
lead.
totally rich.
So when she expressed interest in actually being in a relationship with me, I think I was as shocked as anybody.
I think the relationship
that's
progressed
cool, man.
so quickly because we just hit it off right away.
When you first meet somebody and you end up talking effortlessly, no uncomfortable moments of real silence, that's kind of unusual. And I think that she felt that way as well.
He said I love you about a week into the relationship.
She said it back very quickly. There was no real pause or delay. She just said, I love you too.
They look comfortable
Back in the
together.
70s and
Like,
the
I'm
80s,
looking
I was
for
a
any
really
weird,
famous
like,
child actor.
it's being
But then the
forced for the
career,
show or
like
to be
most young
funny.
actors, you know,
They look
kind of
really
fizzled out
comfortable
for a
together. I'm
while.
not just saying that.
I owned bars and restaurants for 20 years here in New York City. Retired from that a couple of years ago, and I've kind of been living the life of leisure really ever since.
I do adult modeling, webcam modeling. Hey guys.
It's all starting to make sense now.
It's not just like a sexual thing. I like to actually talk to people. I like to get to know people, ask them where they're from, and we just start talking about whatever.
Yeah, that's probably
You got
cool to
ready
do
go?
that. Let's just stop for a second. So the guy was a restaurateur. See, I didn't know that. And they live in New York. So that apartment right there is probably like $3,000 a month. Maybe a little less. That's, $3,000 where I live is a 4-story house, with a 2-car garage and 3 acres, maybe even 4 acres. It's a lot, but yeah, they're in New York, but, Oh, they're no longer together? Damn. I wish I wouldn't have read that. No, that's cool that's cool that I read that. That's actually good to know. But it probably isn't for anything except for they probably just, it could have been money, it could have been relationship stuff. It's not, because of the way the guy looks. She loves the guy. You can tell she does love him. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, Love It says 3K easy. Yeah, for sure. It's like a what do they call those? The studio apartments, but it's called like a studio plus or a junior 1-bedroom. I think they call them. I can't remember. Yeah, look, they were together 3 years, says Kathy. Thanks for coming to the show today, Kathy. Justine, good morning, Justine. Damn, they broke up in 2019. How old is this? Why am I getting this old ass stuff in my algorithm? Oh, 5 years ago. Jeez. But anyway, I'm gonna keep playing it. I like it.
Yeah.
She really enjoys it. And there are times when, I'll watch her do something and I'll cringe a little bit, because the whole camming thing was something I was never personally into. I don't get jealous. No, I don't really understand why men feel compelled to do this. Usually when Sarah's camming, I'll just be watching television, quite honestly.
I would just go somewhere. You're making her
Real
uncomfortable.
Sarah's not the one that's doing all the outrageous, outlandish, fun things that she does.
Have a good night.
With Mason's background as a child star, it wasn't long before Sarah was judged for being with him.
Oh, this is
for
probably
all the
before,
wrong
what's that
reasons.
channel?
I've gotten a few reactions when we're out.
Fan,
A lot of people have come out and, really?
what's that
You're with that
thing,
dude?
fan
Like,
page?
Why?
OnlyFans.
Is it
OnlyFans.
for the money?
Okay, that really upsets me when people say that I'm with him for his money because
Yeah, they could probably do, if they did OnlyFans together, there's probably a weird fetish for that or something. It's almost like he's almost like a Furby, right? Is that disrespectful? I just mean because he's like kind of like chunky and hairy and Anyway, comment. All his restaurants are closed. Yeah, I think they were closed before he did this because he kind of said, yeah, he moved away from that and retired. Man, get out of the city, dude. What are you doing in the city? But no, there's New Yorkers that just love New York and will never leave New York, and they'll do whatever it takes to stay in New York. I used to be that way about Los Angeles. And when I was first forced to live in Montana by a federal judge, I fought it tooth and nail. And now I understand God put you where he wants you. And here I am. And I'm alive today only by the all knowing God of the universe, by his grace, for sure. Where's Play? Play's over here.
I can date 20 guys who will give me an allowance, so I don't need to be with him for his money.
No, that's nice. That goes well with the dress, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I have been a sugar baby before. It can be fun sometimes. Getting paid $300 to go to dinner is pretty decent, but ever since I started talking to Mason,
Yeah, but it makes you an escort.
Decided that I didn't want
Like
that
mentally.
anymore. I just feel
It's
like
decent. It's a decent
I'm happy to
pay,
be in
but
a
mentally
relationship with him.
it F's with you.
Sarah's never asked me for a penny. Never.
Today is a big day.
Yeah,
for
but
the
you
couple.
probably give her money.
Sarah is introducing Mason
Maybe.
to one of her oldest friends.
I use the mobility scooter because I've had a couple of accidents in
It's
my
crazy
life,
that they ride
and
around in that.
I find
This
that
makes
as
me
I'm getting
think it's
little
all a
bit older,
joke.
I'm developing a little bit of arthritic pain.
But you guys
So
looked it up on
it really is
Wikipedia
a
and it
matter
was
of
real.
convenience
Like,
for
there's
us
no way
because
she
it's
loves
fun.
being on that scooter.
And it saves a lot on cabs.
There's no way
careful.
she loves that.
This will be the first time any of Sarah's
But
friends
maybe I'm
have
just-
met her new partner.
You know what it is? And look, I'm not super smart about this kind of stuff, but where was my thought on that? Oh, it's just if people grow up, it's like, you know, it's like people who grow up in like the jungle or whatever, like in the deserts of Africa that have never seen a Coke or have never seen a bottle of water. You know, if they see it, they're just like, they look at it like it's something, you know, from, you know, an alien. I guess what I'm saying is, like, if it's all they know, it's all they know. So riding on that scooter might be okay. I would ride on that scooter for fun with friends. I'd try to jump it, you know, make a ramp and jump it off something. I don't know what I would do, but I would do something with it. I wouldn't just be going, I'd pimp it out and jump it, and I would just ride it for fun. But anyway, why am I talking shit about their transportation? Sorry, guys.
So I'm really excited about meeting Victor.
Oh,
That'll
you know
be
what?
fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to meet my friends.
I have a video.
It's the first time in our
Somewhere.
relationship that I've met any of her friends. Well,
Where is that video?
hopefully he'll be here soon.
Yeah.
Dude, I just remembered I have a video of a guy that I downloaded.
Victor has travelled all the way from Boston to meet the couple.
Oh
I've
man,
met
is it on
some
my
of
other
her
computer?
Significant others in the past, but I'm really excited to meet this one.
Oh no,
'cause,
it's on this one. Cool.
Sounds very different in specific ways, I guess. Yeah.
When's the last time you saw him?
A year ago.
Okay. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. I really hope that Victor likes him.
Me too.
Cool, man.
Hey. Oh my god.
I got a cool video to watch.
6 months. How you doing?
How you doing, man? Good to meet you. Good to meet you, man.
Mason, right?
That's me.
Victor.
I mean, she had to send he had to have seen pictures of him before.
We had some mutual friends.
Okay.
And then she reached out to me on Facebook just to say hi and something like a friend request. And of course, I'm not going to say
You
no.
pursued him. This is.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and
Love
even the
this.
night before that I was supposed to arrive, she sent me a PM on Facebook saying, "Are you still planning on coming?" But by the way, Victor, I swear to you, I like, it totally didn't even occur to me that this beautiful, young, you know, exotic, gorgeous creature could ever fall for a guy like me. Oh yeah,
She is super pretty.
but my intention is to be the best boyfriend that she's ever had. That's really
He
sweet
is
of you.
living up to it.
That's really sweet of you. I mean, she calls me grumpy, you know, old man sometimes, and I am.
Oh, grumpy.
You know, I'm 54,
That's funny.
dude. It happens. You know.
That's it. That's it.
We've had a wonderful conversation.
That's it. He's grumpy, man. He's grumpy. From the from, you know, the Disney thing. All right. Is there any questions or any comments in the chat? Let me take a look real quick. Wah, 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 wah. No. I hope you guys are enjoying that. I did. Okay, so I got this video. Did I already let me grab it. Remember, I was just talking about people seeing things for the first time. I actually just downloaded like 2 days ago a video of some, I don't know what tribe they're from or where it's from exactly. But what's it called? Oh, they're from the Dudukwe tribe. Let me just find it. Oh, here we go. Check this out, guys. This is the first time they've ever seen a Coke. Look, they are tripping on it. I hope it's not too small for a phone, guys. Look, he's like, oh, it's good. It's good. Oh, let me check it out. Look, they're like really amazed by it. Oh, I wish you guys could see my pointer. Look. I take a drink first. Let me smell it. Let me smell it. Isn't that crazy that that exists in our world? Oh, look, he faints. Look, it knocked him out. That's the whole reason for this video. The dude, like, it makes him sit down. I know. I wonder what they're saying about it too, Justine. I really do. I wonder if there's like, I can't even like pretend to know what they might be saying. But yeah, isn't that? It's amazing that that still exists in this world. That it's you know, because we were all there at some point. You know, before the Romans, before the, you know, the Jews made it to Israel. The whole thing. It's like we were there one time. We seen something new. It was like, hey, what is this? You know, just like when I see this toy goat, I was like, oh, what is this thing? Then I pressed it, and it was a screaming goat. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know that's boring. It's boring content. Let's check on Judge.
But they both require.
God, does this guy never have a?
Application filled out?
I'm going to give you 2 weeks. They got to have it done.
Okay.
It's 180 days old.
Okay, and then
You know what I mean?
once they're approved,
Then we'll
Bummer.
But I
For the
will
assessment.
get the packet in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
If they don't have it done,
All right, nothing's going on there. I had a pretty cool video on my channel yesterday. Oh yeah, let's watch this, guys. I got a good video for you guys. So I was monitoring Judge Webster. Are you guys familiar with Judge Webster? She is she's a hoot, man. She's super, super funny. She's in Kansas. And I just happened to record her yesterday afternoon, and right after I recorded it, I did a quick edit and put it up. It really should be doing way better than it's doing. But I'm gonna show this thing. It's really good, guys. Take a look-see at this. There's a couple little previews of the long video, but it's not that long. So we'll check it out.
We have brought a copy up to you. I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, you better not.
We'll just take it up later.
She's the
Ms.
prosecutor.
Gillette, who is the judge here? I am not going to accept your behavior. You're putting me in a position where I'm going to have to find you in contempt of court if you're going to act like this.
Look at that. See how she's acting, the prosecutor?
I don't have the original, Judge. I can't get it to you. We filed them this morning. That's all I can tell you.
Ms. Gillette, you are not listening to me. And you're being contemptuous. It looks like Attorney William McClendon represented you before and even represented you as recently as November.
Your Honor, I have trust issues. I can't trust nobody to get a hold of my money.
Get a hold of my money.
If somebody gets a hold of my money, I'm gonna beat the.
He says he's gonna beat the F out of him. This is a good hearing. This guy is a pathological liar.
Greenwood County, Kansas. County Attorney Jill Gillette appearing for the state. Mr. Tyler Lee McClure appearing in person, in custody, and pro se. You are Tyler McClure?
Ma'am.
Mid-Miami.
Sir, you are here on a warrant to show cause why your probation should not be revoked.
This is a great hearing, guys.
Filed by Judge Charles Hart. And in that
Turn my microphone down a
warrant,
little.
it is alleged that you have violated your probation by failing to report to your ISO and follow instructions on a regular basis.
Wait till you guys hear this
Also,
guy's story.
you violated by failing to notify your ISO of changes in residence or employment. And at the time of the filing of the warrant, November 15th, 2024, had been your last contact with Community Corrections, and they no longer knew your address. This is all according to an affidavit supplied by your ISO Ed Ketley on December 20th of 2024. You are
Now, wait till you guys listen to this guy's talk. I think the way he talks is crazy funny. I know guys down south in federal prison that talk like this guy, but wait till you hear his story. It's all BS, hands down. There's no way that this guy is real. I can't believe that he's even talking like that. Yeah, and he must believe his own lies.
are entitled to representation at a hearing to determine if these allegations are true or not, and to determine what the consequence should be if they are true. So at this time, are you able to hire an attorney, or do you need to apply for court appointed?
I need court appointed.
Cool point.
Are you employed at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
And where do you work?
Right now I work at got my own company. I work at my own company down in Galveston, Texas.
And what's the name of your company there in Galveston?
McClure's Construction.
What's the name of it again?
McClure's Construction.
Oh, McClure Construction. And what do you make per month there?
700.
700 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
What
You know,
did
the
you
construction
file
company
on
makes
your
700 a month.
2024 income tax as
I didn't
income?
get to. I didn't get to because I was in. I was in Texas. I need to be in Texas to make that, to file my stuff. I don't.
What did you file
talks
on
to the
your
judge
tax
real
returns
greasy.
for 2023 as your income?
I was stuck in ma'am. Your Honor, I was stuck in Kansas for since 2018. I couldn't do none of that because all my stuff, all my electronic stuff are in Galveston, Texas. I can't file nothing. When I'm stuck in Kansas, I can't file nothing. If I'm stuck
Okay, so your business
is in
called
Galveston,
McClure
Texas.
Construction from Galveston, Texas.
Does not follow me up here.
Okay, you have been stuck, as you said, in Kansas since 2018. What causes you to be stuck in Kansas since 2018?
I've had a car accident since in 2018.
You had a car accident?
Yes, ma'am. I've lost my company truck, not my company truck, but one of my trucks that I was supposed to drive back to Galveston with a bunch of tools that I had from my grandparents' house.
All right, so you had an accident in your company truck?
No, it was not my business truck. It was my personal truck.
All right, so you wrecked your personal truck in Kansas in 2018?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've never been back to your business in Texas since then?
No.
All right, so is it fair to say you do not have a business in Texas
I
anymore?
still have, ma'am, Your Honor, I still have a business. I just need to get down there to get it back in. I mean, I have an employee that's taking over my business, but it's not going as well. I'm fixing to get bankrupt.
All right, sir, so your business has been in effect and someone's operating it for the past 7 years while you're stuck, as you say, in Kansas?
I'm still the boss. I'm the boss of the job.
All right.
Of the job.
What was your income in 2023?
I don't know. I don't have my computer here with me. My computer's not in Kansas, Your Honor.
Well, did you file a tax return in 2023?
Can I get a computer? Do I have a computer? I don't have a computer with me to
question, sir.
Usually she would jap out on somebody talking to her like this. I don't know why she's letting this guy talk. Look at the prosecutor. Look at her. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, do you guys remember the cartoon I did of her? Remember I do little cartoons of all my judges? Remember her? That's her. That looks like her, right? I love doing those cartoons. That's Judge Webster. All right. Let's hear this guy be disrespectful more.
Did you or did you not file a state or federal income tax for the year 2023?
Yes, but I didn't get the.
And you have no idea how much money you made in 23?
No, I have no idea because I'm not in Kansas. I'm not in Texas, and plus I'm in the Air Force in Texas.
All right, so you are in the Air Force?
Now he's in the Air Force too.
Okay, and where are you stationed?
San Antonio, Lycan.
When was the last time you were in San Antonio?
No shit.
AWOL, I don't know shit, he says.
A while, a little while. I'm not dishonored. I'm still honorable to go back. I'm just not.
Right, so you have been stuck, and I'll keep using your phraseology here, or your terminology. You've been stuck in Kansas for 2018, but you're stationed in San Antonio, Texas, in the airport.
That's right, man.
Yes.
Or Air Force.
Yes, that's right, man.
And my recruiter already knows.
Your commanders know where you are?
My commanders know where I'm at. They just don't have the time to pick me up.
See how he adopted her term when he was saying recruiter? He adopted her. Oh, yeah, commander. Yeah.
So you haven't done any service for the Air Force since 2018 either?
I'm still in the service. I'm just waiting for it to go back. I've been stuck here and I've been trying to go back. That's what what the warrant was here when I was going to do.
Okay, sir, what I'm going to have to do on the issue of attorney, you're going to have to fill out a court-appointed attorney application, and you're going to have to put specific information, or I cannot have the taxpayers pay for your attorney. I don't know if you need one or not. You may have made a
I can't get, Your Honor, I can't get to my money right now. My
Why
money,
Can't get to my money.
because my wallet is in Texas, Your Honor.
So you wrecked your truck up here in Kansas.
can't believe
but
she's
you
letting him
left
talk to her
your
like that.
driver's license in Texas.
Well, basically, I don't have my bank cards in my wallet. My bank cards don't come with me.
Who do you live with when you're not in custody?
By myself? I don't live with nobody. I have trust issues.
What town do you live in?
Wichita?
What brings you to Greenwood County?
I don't freaking know.
Deputy,
He's so caught up in his lies that he just doesn't know. And when people get frustrated like that, we're like, man, I don't have my wallet, man. It's because they're getting caught up in their lies, and this guy is not even smart enough to be smooth about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's, I don't know, man. I play this for entertainment, and we talk shit about it and laugh about it. But my hit list is my prayer list. I pray for guys like that. I do a general prayer for just, guys that are in jail that everything comes out okay. I have to do that because you know why? Because people prayed for me.
how did he get into your jail?
I'm not sure. And I think it was a probation violation is why he's here right now.
Yes, he's here on a probation violation. I'm just trying to figure out where he's from and what his circumstances are to see if he's entitled to an attorney. Well, I'm not going to keep
It's obvious he
going
is.
in circles with you on that issue. If you want a court-appointed attorney, fill out the application. Deputy, please make sure he gets one.
Yeah.
Get that back to me today if you'll fill it out. Judge Hart will hear your show cause. And Missy, what date does he have for that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
April 24th at 9 o'clock.
You must be back here in person, not by Zoom, in person at the courthouse. You said April 24th at 10 o'clock?
9.
All right, you have to be back here live in person, April 24th at 9 o'clock. Judge Hart will hear the evidence against you to decide if your probation should be revoked. I suspect you're probably eligible for a court-appointed attorney, but you're kind of walking and talking in circles here so that I can't
Just a little
make
bit.
a good record of that. So get that filled out. Get that back to me today. Your bond has been set by Judge Hart at $20,000 cash or professional surety required.
Man, I wonder what he did.
Are you able to make that bond at this time, sir?
I'm working on it, ma'am.
And how are you working on it?
I have friends that have money that can actually get me out on that $20,000 bond, which is 10% of $2,000.
Yeah, she knows what it is, dude. She knows what 10% is, brother. Dead air, dead
I
air.
am going to, as an additional condition of your bond, add that if you do make bonds, you're required to wear an ankle bracelet or an ankle monitor, and you are not to leave the state of Kansas until you've seen Judge Hart April 24th at 9 o'clock.
We will be there. I promise you guys, we will be there.
Judge, if he makes honesty to be here in person.
That's what I told him. Looks like looks like you just admitted to probation violations November 14th of 2024. Also, you're required to make sure that you see your ISO as soon as you bond out, and to keep him posted as to where you are at all times as far as contact information.
All right.
Anything further we need to address, Ms. Gillette?
I can't think of anything, Your Honor.
All right.
She's such a
These friends that are
bee.
helping you come up with the money to bond out, perhaps they can get a hold of whoever's filing your tax returns and give
There
you
we
the
go.
money information to fill out on your application today, so we can look at getting you a court-appointed attorney. It looks like Attorney William McClendon represented you before and even represented you as recently as November.
Your Honor, I have trust issues. I can't trust somebody to get a hold of my money. Because if somebody gets a hold of my money, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of somebody.
All right. Your language is unacceptable. It's
I'm scared.
and
I'm
you're
sorry.
not
I'm
to
sorry.
do it again.
I'm sorry for my cussing, but still, I don't have the
All
right
right.
trust
Well,
issues.
I'm going to let you go at this time. You're remanded to the custody of the Greenwood County Sheriff. And
See you
Deputy,
later,
please have him
alligator.
work on that application. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Adioski. I love this song. All right, guys. Thanks for watching that. It was all right. It was all right. I can't really get my motherfucking money. Trust issues. Got trust issues. Comments from James Collins Cares. James says, I watch Paul Roselli. He does uncontacted tribe stuff in the Amazon. Dude, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that, brother. I'm gonna note that down and maybe we'll do a show with that. That would be super cool. Question by John Lazon. Can you show us cougars, old women with young men? I wonder. Yeah, I'll find some. I'll find some of those for sure. Question. Sharona, I have no idea what that means. Please educate me. Yeah, definitely narcissist. These lies. Hey, love Mama Bear. Did I already say good morning to you? Oh, I think I did. This one. Oh, you're very welcome. It does. It cracks me up too. I thought it'd be doing a little bit better, but like in the whole YouTube thing. Let me go down to the bottom. Happy Hump Day from Ottawa, Canada. I've never been to Ottawa. What is the state just below Ottawa? Um, is it Michigan or Wisconsin or one of those states, or is it farther over? Just curious. Yeah, just curious. So, guys, let's check out the judge.
Hey, what's up?
Either we're missing everything, or and I can't rewind because of the way he does his stream, it's unrewindable. So, is there anything anybody wants to talk about in the chat? I would love to talk about. It can be anything. It can be anything. We can talk about recovery stuff. I just want to let everyone know I'm doing super good in my recovery right now, like mentally. I haven't had a setback in a long time, but perceptions, they get twisted as addicts. Our perceptions get twisted. A lot of us are people pleasers. I'm a big people pleaser. And our perceptions get a little twisted. I think people don't like me, or I think people are mad at me. So I go to meetings for that, and I try to get to one at the bare minimum once a week, but I would like to go to 3 a week. I'm doing really good right now, like mentally and like my emotionally, I feel really good. But if I don't, I'm definitely at more meetings. And the people around me, I have such a great support group. The people around me will tell me like, "Hey, bro, it's time to get to a meeting. You're a mess right now." And I love that. I love that I've created that. I went to a really good treatment center that made sure that I had that in my life. That they call it your wheel of support. You have all these spokes of people that support you, that can recognize when you're not doing okay. And I'm so fortunate I have those people in my life. I really am. Or else, it's you have to be vigilant, because you can relapse just like that. And I even think I even think Tommy has made a couple of comments before. I don't know if because if I don't get a lot of sleep at night, say I'm editing videos, like my court videos, till like 1 or 2 in the morning. I have to be up at 5 to get my daughter ready and and do all the morning things. So if I do that like 4 days in a row, I get pretty tired. So like when we're on, I'll just be like watching, and my eyes will just kind of like cross a little bit, because I don't get enough sleep. But lately, man, I've been sleeping good, especially since I had my back injections. Man, that back injection I can do this now. I feel like I'm ready for the game now. You know what I mean? Put me in, coach. It's a trip. That injection is a game changer. I'm not thinking about back surgery all the time. I'm not, sleeping uncomfortably where I don't get that good REM sleep. That back injection really has changed my life. And so like, I got you guys as a community for me. I got my back injection. I got Tommy, Reese. I have all these new things that are feeding those pleasure centers in my brain, and so I'm sleeping better. I have more energy. I'm not as tired anymore. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So my wife tells me, so like when we first started dating, I'll have to find some pictures of how we looked. It was just a few years ago. And people would come up to us and they would tell me, like, when they first just met me, they're like, "Man, you like project like this amazing joy, and it just like glows about you." Like strangers that I've just met, and like, or like in a social setting, will say that, and it happened all the time. And my wife would be like, she's like, "That's what first attracted me to you, because I just seem so calm and like happy, no matter what was being shot at me. Like I would just be, it's okay. It would just roll off me." I feel like that's coming back a little bit. it really sucked to lose that, because those same people that said that, who are now my friends, are like, man, what's wrong? They could see that, I was starting to like not be as not confident, but not just be as man, it's I guess it's kind of like confident, but just not be as just okay, like, well, and what can I do for you type thing. Is there anything I can do for you? And not in a people pleasing way, just like helping someone else, or help improving someone's life, today. Tommy has that saying he does at the end. It's kind of like that, but like, it's like all the time, if I just meet you and I talk to you, I want to know, like, if there's anything I can do that's in my power, in my realm of possibilities, that I can help you in some way to make you better, or make you happy, or make you laugh. Please, I want to be able to do that for you. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to feel like that all the time. And I feel like that's coming back. I really do. It's pretty cool. But anyways, anything going on in the chat? What was the story I wanted to tell? Remember I said, remind me of a good story. Well, I guess sometimes, because remember yesterday, I'm like, this is perfect. There's a story. There's this. The chat comes up with something. The judge has nothing today. Absolutely nothing. Kind of sucks. But. Joy of the Lord is my strength. Oh, I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that. Oh, my other's keeper. That's kind of like what I was just talking about. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing that. Good morning, Mother's Keeper. I don't recall you being in the chat, so welcome to the show. This is the Mayhem show. I know. I really love this judge too. I go by faith. God's joy is really different from happy. Even in my deepest depression, I still have joy because I know there's hope. Jeremiah 29. That's right. That's absolutely right. And I made a post about that exact thing on what's it called? Facebook. I can remember Facebook. I'm getting old, man. My memory's like shot almost. And I said that to someone because they were just like, man, they were feeling down. And I just just encourage them to lean in on God. Just lean in because of that exact scripture. Like, even no matter how dark and deep it gets, you still have joy, that because we have, the Father, and that we have eternal life, and that He always got us. We'll eat, we'll have a roof over our head. We just have to have faith. And I'm not talking about what's that called? Why can't where you think you get something material if you believe in God? What's it called? God, why is my memory shot today? That is so nuts. I say it all the time. It's a word I say all the time. But you know what I mean, and that's not what I'm talking about. I have joy because I know everything's going to be okay. So there's nothing that can get me down. Prosperity gospel. That's not what I'm saying. Phew, it was tough, man. It's tough. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's the prosperity gospel. I beat you to it. Thanks, my other's keeper. I appreciate you. What else is going on? Oh, Allison's here. Good morning, Allison. How are you doing today? Teresa Clay. If I didn't say good morning, how are you doing, Teresa Clay? Yeah. Turn this into a big, like scripture episode or anything, but this is my guy right here. I love this, but this book, it used to be my co-pilot. I would keep it with me everywhere. And you know what? One time I got pulled over for speeding, and this was just sitting in the passenger seat, and it might still be in here, but the officer wrote me a warning for speeding. I was doing like 90 and a 40 or something. He goes, he's like, license, registration, insurance. I give it to him. And he's writing, he keeps looking in my passenger seat, because they have to look. They look for, pistols, drugs, all the things. And he looks, he sees that, and he goes back to his thing and, runs my name. And I'm sure when you run my name, it says, drug trafficker, drug addict, so normally they'd be like, hey, do you mind if I search the car? Not lately, but they kind of have that right. So they look for probable cause. So if they see like a baggie on the floor, that's probable cause for them to search. So they're always, that's how they're thinking. That's why when you get pulled over, you give the officers as the least amount of information that you need to give. You don't want to give them probable cause, even if you're doing good. Because look, I can pull up 5 videos right now of cops with body cams planting drugs in somebody's car. And I don't say that with a conspiratory mindset. I just say it's real. It happens. So you give the officers that, you're respectful, you give them the information they need, and you go on your way. But anyways, I digress. He's seen my Bible sitting in the sitting shotgun, and he comes back and, cause he's read my record and he sees the Bible, and he goes, you really read that thing over there? I was like, what thing? The Bible, my Bible? Yeah, I read it. And I grabbed it, and you can see I got like notes sticking out and tabs and little magnets and too high. It's my Bible gets used. And he's like, well, here, you can use this as a bookmarker. And he gave me a warning for the speeding. And that's never happened to me. I always get the ticket, or I always get pulled out, or I always, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's never happened to me. And I think, who knows? He might have was going to write me the warning regardless, but he just happened to mention that, and he told me to use the warning as a bookmarker, and told me to, slow down, man. Nothing's that urgent for you to be speeding. And you know what I was going to get? I was going, my Hazley, it was Easter Sunday. Hazley was doing something, and we needed some kind of egg thing for the eggs, to decorate eggs. And that's all I was running to Walmart to get, was like something to decorate eggs. And and I think I told him that, and he's like, yeah, those egg decorations will all be there no matter what time you get there, and you'll be able to get home safely to your family. He's right. We got to slow down. And that's maybe a good way to like live your life, man. What if I would have gotten a crash? What if someone would have pulled out? What if a kid would have walked out in front of me? There was no kids around, and I'm aware of my surroundings, and it wasn't like by like a park or anything, but you just never know, right? What if someone would have walked out and I wouldn't have had time to stop because they think cars are going at a certain speed, and I would have time to stop. They might look down the street and see my truck, but they don't know I'm doing 90. They might think they have time to run out and grab something out of the street. Anyways, I don't speed no more. I just don't. Because of that, because he gave me that warning, and because I just think it was like a God, telling me to slow down. Yeah. Life is fast out there. It's a jungle. Got to be protected. So, anyways, oh man, I would love to come on your channel and talk about whatever you would want to talk about. Absolutely. Absolutely. What else is going on? Prayer going on. What's going on with Sammy Joe? Does she have someone she's needing help? Question. Oh, here we go. Bam. Question, Casper. A friend of mine is a functional addict who has basically hit rock bottom. Can you give any suggestions on what I can do to help her, like rehab? So it's not a functional addict if they've hit rock bottom. I mean, I don't know what their rock bottom is, but I get what you mean by functional addict. So I wasn't like saying you said anything wrong. So what's functional, right? And like I don't have a big theory or talk on that. I'm just gonna talk about it however it comes, right? So like I'm asking like what's functional? That you go to work every day and that you come home and you provide for whoever you need to provide for, or maybe you only need to provide for yourself. So you have a roof over your head, and you go to, and you make it to work every day and you're using, is that functional? That I think that would be a good definition for functional. Now, if any of those things are missing, like, no, you don't go to work today, or you miss a lot of days, then you're not functioning, right? Or if you don't have that roof over your head, maybe you're sleeping on a friend's couch. And sometimes that happens without being an addict. Life happens, lose jobs, layoffs, economy goes up, inflation, all this stuff. But yeah. So anyway, I'll just forget about the file. I don't even know why I'm being focusing on that. I think I'm just trying to like fill time for the show this morning, right? But yeah, so thank God they're functional but if they've hit like their personal rock bottom, then yeah, definitely prayer to whatever higher power you feel is helping you and that can help her. I choose Jesus and God because that's real, right? It's real easy to believe until the resurrection. Then you have to have faith. And I know the resurrection is real because the rest is real. Because of, prophecy and everything else. But so I choose God because it's real and I feel like prayers get answered and not all prayers, but so I think prayer is important. But what you can do, Sammy Joe, is just make sure you're there for her no matter what. I mean, unless she like steals from you or does, some crazy addict thing, or maybe a friend of yours tells you like, oh, so-and-so was over here and just said, Sammy Joe's a dumb bee. And, I don't even know why I'm friends with her, but to your face, she's like, hey, Sammy Joe, of course, don't help her then, but just be there for that person as much as you can. And just because we lose a lot of people when we're addicts, even if we're functioning, people just don't want to be around us. They see us high, or we're tweaky, or we're flailing, or they just know. And like, they'll send that person that like, hey, I love you, but I just can't watch you destroy your life. And I understand someone sending that text to someone. I do, but I want to be the guy that's there every step of the way, because there's going to be a time and a point and a situation where she's going to need to hear, hey, let's go check out some rehabs. I think you're ready, right? But if all her friends leave her and she gets to that point where she's like, oh, I'm just done. I'm done. And she's got no one there because, no one wants to watch her, fall apart and destroy herself. Then poor her, poor her. And I would feel really guilty if a friend OD'd because I wasn't there and, they felt all alone. It's a hard tightrope to walk when you have a friend who's an addict and you don't know what to do. But I think the biggest thing you can do is to be there when no one else can be. That's the biggest thing. Check in with them. Check in with them daily. I mean, and it can be twice a day, because I think we've all heard those stories where my best friend who I've talked about who killed herself, she had relapsed. But I was there for her. I was there the day before she took her own life. And we were writing an email to her PO to tell her PO, look, I relapsed, but me and Sam have a plan. You know, Sam's, because all the POs love me here. She was like, I'm with Sam. We have a plan. We're going to get to a sober living or go into rehab. But the next day, she went to her husband, who she was divorcing's house, and hung herself in his garage. And hands down, the second hardest day of my life. And I've talked about this before. And I talked about the medium that I seen, and she came through with the medium. So for a long time, I thought, why didn't she come to me that night? I was with her most of the day. I should have called her and checked in on her that night, because I knew she was struggling. I never knew she was suicidal. People who do commit suicide don't talk about it, you know? So I didn't check on her. Now, I don't blame myself for her committing suicide. I'm just sad that my friend's not here anymore. I'm just so sad. And that first week, I couldn't do anything. It took not only took the wind out of my sail, but it was like a torpedo that hit my boat and it sank. And my wife was so tripped out that I was so distraught over it. She was like, did you guys ever have sex, or were you closer and you guys didn't tell me? My wife was friends with her. My wife knew her, which is a crazy small world stuff. My wife knew her before I knew my wife, but I knew her, the one who took her life, before any of, I was friends with her long before my wife had met her. She owned a spa. My friend who took her life, she owned a spa. So my wife and her mom used to go to that spa. So they were friends. But anyways, so maybe you can check on her even twice a day, because I don't know where she's at in her rock bottom, but sometimes suicide, and I'm gonna have to put a trigger thing and a suicide prevention thing in the description, because we're talking about it. I mean, I don't mind, but you just never know. That might be part of her rock bottom, is that ideation, that suicidal ideation that comes. And we can even check on that. Like, you're okay mentally, you're not thinking about anything. And we don't want to plant a seed, but we can ask them how they're doing. And if they ever mention suicide, get help. And I always, when a friend is talking about, yeah, I think about it every day, I like to ask them if they have intent. Like, you don't have a plan, do you? Then you just go from there on the help you can provide. Anyways, I know we got off on a different thing. Check on her a couple times a day. Just be there for her. That's the short answer. I'm totally babbling right now, but that's the short answer. Just be there for her, and try to get her some help. Rehab is good, and if she's functional to the point where she can do outpatient, that's even better. That's even better. But sometimes they need to be all the way in a rehab and detox. All right. Sorry, that took so long. I don't mind that it took long. I just don't want you guys to get bored. I want this to be a conversation between all of us. Let me see what we got going on in the comments. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Sammy Joe. I've never even heard of that. Live I'm doing on Saturday is amazing story. Oh, I want to be there for that. I'm gonna watch that. I need to make a reminder. I'm out of Post-its, so I'm gonna take my wife's notes and scribble on her notes. How's everyone else doing today? Hopefully good. Hi, Mayor's Girl. How you doing this morning? Just trying to catch up on some other shout outs. If you don't, try praying. That's right. That's so right. You have direct contact to God when you pray. It's like being at his feet. Dang, John's tattooing Christ is King on himself. That's awesome, brother. Quit tattooing on yourself. Crazy guy. People always ask me that because I'm a tattoo artist, kind of a popular one too. And did you do any of your own work when they want to see something I've done? And I always like show them my tattoos. Like, no, if I did my own tattoos, I'd have great work. I have shitty work. Casper, in my email, I talked about the service dogs, but I also put something in there in case you can help us. Oh yes, I did talk to her. She was part of that program. She's out of the prison now, and she's supposed to forward me that information. Thank you for reminding me about that. Because so much has been going on, with like Tommy's not needed a break and just some gesture stuff, just doing the videos and things. The dogs, I totally forgot to get back a hold of her. She was supposed to text me again. We texted for a while. Oh man, I'm so mad at myself. That's an important thing. I need more post-its because I like to hang my notes. I don't forget them, but I'll just keep it right here. Little Mink says, I am supporting someone now, a very old friend I hadn't spoken to for ages, called me and is struggling with addiction. I message him every day with a song reminding him to make his bed. That's amazing. That's amazing. Little things like that get me very emotional. And I don't know why. I just don't know why. We live in a different province by 2 hours. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Just make sure you check in with them. If they're not returning a text, but you just want to make sure they're okay, like say they left you like kind of a bummer text, and then they're not returning your text, just keep them coming. Be intrusive, They will like, okay, I'm okay, I promise. And that still lets them know that you care, even though you feel like you might be being intrusive. Just bombard them with text. That's kind of like what God did for me. I've told my road to redemption story, and in a nutshell, he was so intrusive. It was like everywhere I turned, God would hit me and bam, bam, bam. I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this Jesus thing out, man, because there's no way all these coincidences and things are being put in my path. God's like, hey, I'm over here, Okay. And I was on my knees at one point, like, please be real and save me. Instantly, woof. Almost like magic, but I don't like to call it magic because some Christians freak out when I say that. Because it's not really a feeling. But it was a feeling. But some pastors want to tell you, no, it's not a feeling. No, this was a feeling. It was instant. How could the Holy Spirit entering you and like draping you with Christ, just covered in his blood, how could you not feel that? That's a feeling. But anyway, I'm sure there's some ideology that says it's not. Have you guys seen my t-shirts? And my website's down. I don't sell them anymore, but I sell these really, really cool shirts, man, or used to. I'm going to show you guys some right now. I've never showed you guys these. That's crazy. Nobody go anywhere. You're going to see some cool stuff right now. Promise. Here we go. Tat swag. I have so many shirts. So this is my so I'm a skater, right? You guys know I'm a skater. So this is my I better put it on the stage. You guys can see that. but it's like Jesus on a skateboard. He's like jumping over the grave because he conquered the grave, and I got sanctified over there. That's one of my tat swag shirts I did. Then I do this one. This one is called Sinners Never Sleep. Pretty cool, right? Sinners Never Sleep. Yeah, I love that shirt. That was like the rough sketch of that shirt. This ain't the final either. This was the second version of the shirt. See how I changed the lettering? And then I took out tat swag under here. Anyways, I'm not gonna but I want to show you my these are all my designs that I've done. This one's Pray for Us Sinners. Oh, I did that for a friend. He had a little motocross thing. That's a Tattoo Till I Die. That's for tattoo artists. But I want to show you my other Jesus one. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Let me get to it. This is one of my favorite shirts. This is it's just like roll with it. Remember we were just talking about it. Have joy, just roll with it. Nothing is too so important that we have to I hope you guys can see that. I don't know what kind of screens you guys are looking at. But it's just like a cool guy with a skateboard. It says roll with it. Love that shirt. There's like a little like surfboard I did with it. Let me get to I got lots of skater ones, lots of ship ones. That was my psychobilly one I did. That was for my tattoo shop. Oh yeah, this is the one I want to show you guys. This is Jesus conquering the grave with the patented elbow. Boom. This was my best seller. Isn't that crazy? This was my best seller. Was Jesus conquering the grave. Yeah. I love that shirt, man. I love that shirt. Yeah, I just wanted to share those with you guys. I have so many designs I've drawn over time. It's crazy. And those are all really big files too, like huge files. They take up a lot of resources when I open them. He is. Cool. Boho hobo. Ghostwriter, I have thought about doing like a like an art channel, but I just don't know. It's like it's getting it going, and it takes up like doing these things take up a lot of time. Not the live, they don't take up that much. They just take up the time that you do it, right? But like actually like making content takes up a lot of time. And then my significant other starts to resent it all. No matter if it's paying a bill or not, she starts resenting it all because I'm in here like this, doing this and drawing and doing all the things. I started a clothing line called Tat Swag a few years ago. This is my retirement because that's what it's all about. It's all about retiring. I don't want to tattoo anymore, but I just wanted to have something that would provide for my family when I retire. I have a 6-year-old. I still have to get her to high school and then college. And I'm 56. About to be 57. I'm almost 60. Yeah. But anyway, boy, I'm sure digressing today. I sure am. I appreciate that, Ghostwriter. I really do. But I want to do it. That's the part I didn't get to. I want to do that. I want to make a badass art channel and be like, check this out, what I did, and watch what I can do over here with the spray can, and look at these clothes. And I've started so many t-shirt companies over the years. Before prison, after, even when I was a kid, all this was like, man, we bought this like silk screen carousel thing to make shirts, and it's a lot of work to make $7 on a shirt. So you have to sell a lot of shirts. Kids do grow fast, Sammy Joe. Yes, they do. Too fast. But yeah. I mean, eventually I'll have some kind of merchandise, to go up. I do have a really cool design for the Morning Mayhem show that I want to give like all the people that were here like the first couple weeks. I want to send them a shirt, I have a ton of blank shirts that just sit there, So I would love to just, make a shirt for everyone that says, Morning Mayhem after the bars or something. I think that would be super cool. Actually owe somebody a hoodie because of something we did online, and I can't remember who it was or what it was, but if that was you, remind me what it was and what the hoodie was. I think it was a Morning Mayhem hoodie. Pam asks, Casper, have you always been artistic from a young age? Yep. I was drawing Fred Flintstone at 4 years old. My dad actually even still has one of my little Fred Flintstone sketches. And I must admit, it was exactly, almost exactly. Like when you do a cartoon, like, say you do the nose and it goes up and then like down and around. If I don't do that up part or that down and around the same thickness that it would be on like Fred Flintstone as an example, it doesn't look like Fred Flintstone anymore. It almost has to be exact. Cartoons are very trippy. You guys have probably tried to doodle Mickey Mouse or some cartoon. If you don't get the ears right and the shape of the face just right, it's not Mickey Mouse. It's just a mouse. And it can be tough. But anyway, I did that really young. And then in the third grade, I was 8 years old, right? I drew a life-size picture of George Washington. You know that paper you get when you're a kid and it rolls out on big white paper? I drew like a 6 foot tall George Washington from a little picture like that out of a dictionary. And the teacher let me go out in the hallway during class at 8 years old, and I drew this. And oh man, it was mayhem after that. Like the principal put it in the front office. It was like this little story they did, like with the local little newspaper thing, and kid draws, George Washington from a minute. It was crazy. I was just like, okay, they're talking about art school, when I get, to go high school to go to some famous art school. All I drew was a picture of George Washington. Like I'm no like, I can paint, of course, I can airbrush, I can oil, I can acrylic, but I don't have like that style where people are like, oh, that was his dark period. Like, oh no, this was when, he was, making a political statement about Trump and Biden. I don't have it in me to create art like that. But you want a sick ass t-shirt, or you want a portrait? I do portraits too. I do them with pencils. I actually have these. It's a big roll of all these different pencils and tortillions or whatever they're called, to draw portraits, and they look like photographs, like exactly like a photograph. I do those, but you know what I mean? To like create a painting that would sell at an art gallery that's like highbrow, I'm just not really into it. I could fake it. But to create a lowbrow painting, and I think most of you guys know what lowbrow is. Yeah, butcher paper. Thank you. To create like a lowbrow painting, to hang in a gallery, which they're very popular, I can definitely do that. What got me talking about that? Danette, have you been in the thing all morning? Good morning, Danette. Sorry, my memory is bad today. Question: my uncle was a tattoo artist. Rest in peace, brother. His body was covered in tattoos from the neck down. Are you? Wait, yeah, I'm covered from here. It says broken underneath to my toes. My toes. And it hurt. It hurt bad. But I don't think I have time to get into that. But oh yeah, we still have 20 minutes. I mean, not that I'm going to get into a big diatribe, but I was experiencing a lot of pain at that time. Mourning, right? It was that self-indulgent mourning my wife. So yeah, I needed that pain. I'm guessing that's what it was. I was an addict. I did a ton of drugs and I got tons of tattoos. And I think it was just so I could feel the pain. Anyways. Aha, so my memory isn't bad. Good morning, Danette. It's good to see you this morning. You look lovely. At least your avatar does. Okay. What else? What else? Michelle says, my whole family are artists. My mother is a painter. She taught us how to draw. I can still draw hot stuff. Underdog, Woody, Woodpecker. Underdog? Wait a minute. What do you know about Underdog? Dude, that was probably one of my favoriteest cartoons, man. Loved Underdog. I don't know how long ago it was. It could have been 5 years. It could have been last year. But I was somewhere and someone had an Underdog, like stuffed animal. I was like, dude, I want that. I want that so bad. Please give me under. Oh man, we haven't been checking on the judge. Shite.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm so mad at myself right now. I'm staying until we get something from the judge. There's no way we're gonna go all this whole morning without.
Judge, I called, it went straight to voicemail.
Okay. Yeah, Underdog was cool. Casper, I'll be celebrating a double nickel this year. Yeah. So you're my people then. Yep, for sure. Yeah, man. So you were probably born in 70. Yeah, man. What a great time the 70s were. I just wish I would have been a little older during the 70s. You know what I mean? I just wish I'd have been a little older. To go to some of those big concerts, not like Woodstock, I mean like after Woodstock. Those big shows, those big bands that were huge, like Boston and Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith. Like I would have loved to have seen them then. Kiss. Oh my God. I was Peter Criss from Kiss the first 8 years of my life, except for when I was a baby. But until I was 8 or 9, I was Peter Criss from Kiss every year because I love drums. And drumsticks are gone. Hazley. Yeah. Oh, we have a lot of 70s babies in here. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It would because we weren't old enough to go to those shows, but to see Kiss in 1976, oh my God, dude, it would have been so badass, man. It would have been so badass. Man, it just would have been great. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, it would have been. Sammy Joe says, yeah, my brother was Gene Simmons. Yeah. Gene Simmons was my favorite out of the Kiss. I was only Peter Criss because I was a drummer. And I mean, I loved Peter Criss, but we had to everyone loved Gene Simmons because he threw up blood and the fire. And Gene Simmons was a shit. I would be playing some Kiss right now for you guys if, copyright, I can't even, I think if I was to like even sing an entire Kiss song, I think there's a profit, there's a monetized share to that. I think I could be wrong, but like when you do a copyright strike, there's like a little list and it goes down. You know, was it a cover song? Was it a song you sang or something like that? There's like a section to like fight it, and you can say no, it was a cover song. It was me and my band playing it. Sammy Joe says, "I love his tongue," and you didn't wink after that, so I'm just gonna say that you just loved his tongue. Oh yeah, look who's here! Look who's here! Probably this is Steve. This is probably the biggest Kiss fan, bigger than me. Probably bigger than me. Yeah, Gene would sue me for it, brother. Yeah, he sure would, man. He would sue for sure. I want to say no, I'm not gonna say that because it wouldn't be true. I was gonna say the first time I listened to Kiss was at Steve's house when we were. I see. I had met Steve with a cousin of mine when I was really little, like little, like maybe 8 or 9. My cousin lived across the street or something, but then I didn't see him until I was like 17 or 16 after that. And like we ran into each other. Or no, I think my cousin took me to your house or something, your apartment on Anza. What was that called? The Anza Arms or something. Yeah. Steve's the shit, man. AV Stevie. I really need to see him before I die. And I mean that. Yeah, he went to the reunion tour. Lucky you. I only seen them once, and it was, and I came at the end. Yes, that was crazy. But I did meet Gene Simmons at a. Wait, did you go to that listening party with me, Steve? Was that you and me that went to that listening party? The when Tom Araya was there from Slayer for what was that band? Do you remember we went to a listening party when we worked at the record store at Music Plus? So me and Steve used to work at a record store in Los Angeles. Anyway, we got to a listening party, but Gene Simmons was there, remember? Yeah, Armored Saint. That's right, Armored Saint. Yeah. Gene was there, right? Remember he was like in there going like this or something? Or is that like a story? Is that like a story I made up in my head? I don't remember. I just don't remember. But I do remember this. I don't know how many of you guys even know who Slayer is, but anyway, the singer for Slayer was there, and I was like fanboying over him a little bit, and I was like, yeah, and this is a lie. I totally lied to him. I'm like, yeah, I got this tattoo listening to Slayer. And he just looked at me, he's like, okay. And it was just a tattoo of Yosemite Sam, and it was just an outline because I couldn't afford the color. It's been covered up like 30 times. I said Tom Araya. It's Tim Araya? I thought it was Tom Araya. Okay. I've been corrected. Anyways. Oh, okay, Tom. Okay, good. I thought I was like, man, my mind is shot. Yeah. Keeps spelling Tim. Hey, and look how it spelled spelling. My phone keeps spreading Tim. Stupid phone. Yeah, I love Megadeth too. Oh, did I ever tell my Dave Mustaine story? I don't care if it goes over. What am I looking at the clock? Well, there's probably only one person in here that wants to hear a Dave Mustaine story. Do we have somebody? Oh my God, what is
When
going
it's interstate
on?
compact, that thing takes forever. So, yeah, and I don't think there's nothing that we can do. I think that you can try to reach out to interstate compact people.
Nothing. Okay, I'm going to tell. I got one person who wants to hear it, and that's enough for me. Do you really? I can do that. I can do that. Dude, chauffeur for Deep Purple, badass. Badass. Okay, I'm going to tell my Dave Mustaine story. So, I'm living in Silver Lake. Silver Lake is like Hollywood's here, and Silver Lake is like connected to it going, that doesn't even make any sense. But anyway, Silver Lake is connected to Hollywood in a weird Echo Park way. And it's kind of like a little hilly. It's kind of hip to live there. Anyway, I lived there and I was selling drugs. And there was this girl that I used to sell to. And she was from Philadelphia. She was super cool. I had a huge crush on her. Her name was Joanne. Huge crush on her. She was from Philadelphia. I had that like Philadelphia little snap to her. Anyways, I go to bring her some drugs in the morning. And I always just let myself in, and she was always like getting ready in her room. You know, she had like dark stuff, and, you know, and like handcuffs hanging from the thing, and just like she's like dark gothy type room, and had like different colored lights on, and she was always like either getting high or, you know, doing something, putting makeup on or coloring or something. Anyway, so I get there and I walk in and there's no one there. I didn't like to be there when there was people there. But there was a dude on the couch sleeping. And like, so I go in and I stop, I see the dude and I just like kind of like tiptoe over and to see who it is. And it's Dave Mustaine sleeping on her couch. And I was like, what the hell? So like I go in, I'm all excited, right? I'm like, she's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I give her the dome, she weighs it, you know, and she pays me. And I was like, you know, Dave Mustaine's sleeping on your couch right now? She's like, yeah. They had a show last night. They all came over. They all got high, and he just wouldn't leave. She's like, I think he was trying to F or something. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Please get some pictures. She's like, I will. I never got any pictures. But I do remember hitting her up all the time. Hey, did you get any pictures? She's like, I didn't get any pictures. All right, whatever, dude. Whatever, man. So yeah, that's my Dave Mustaine story. Sorry, it wasn't that bad, that good, but I mean, it's a good story, but it wasn't that long. You know, I don't get all animated and excited about the story. But okay, guys. I think I'm gonna cut it a little bit short. Tomorrow we're gonna do a show. I'm gonna do like a little thing. It's called Florida or Germany. Okay. I'm gonna tell a story, and hopefully I'll have like some visuals with the story. Well, that might give it away. I'm gonna tell a little story, and then you guys get to guess either Florida or Germany, and then whoever, I'm trying to figure out as I go along, whoever gets the most answers right, I will show you a bunch of shirts with designs on them, and then you can pick out your design of the shirt you want. And we'll play that oh shit, today's Wednesday. Every Wednesday. I do have to go, guys. I have therapy today at 11:15. It was at 11, but she's changed it to 11:15 because she knows I have the show. Okay, guys, I love you guys. No, I can go another couple minutes. No, that's it. I'll just say goodbye because you guys are probably already typing. All right, bye. So, all right, I love you guys. Come back tomorrow. We're gonna have some court stuff. As the days go on, and I have a better idea of what's going on with the show and everything else, we'll have a routine. We'll have segments. We'll get it going. We'll grow the show. We'll have fun. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. I love you. This has been the Morning Mayhem.